Good morning, Meridian. Welcome to today's edition of Business Buzz. My name is Marlene Robinson. I am the Director of Development and Marketing for the Meridian Chamber of Commerce. Here at the Chamber, we really enjoy promoting our member businesses, and we like to bring them to you through our Business Buzz Livestream program. Today, I'm going to introduce all of you to Ataraxis PEO and CEO Steve Saleh. Welcome to the program, Steve. Thanks for joining us today.
You bet. Thanks, Marlene. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad to have you here. And I want to tell everyone out there that we are so grateful that your organization is sponsoring our upcoming Women in Leadership event in May. We are so pleased to have you on site with us and to be promoting women in leadership around the Treasure Valley. So that's really cool. And we're glad you're on board with us. And we're so happy to have you as a chamber member.
Well, we're excited to sponsor that event. We have I've actually had a lot of women in leadership in our organization, so it's a natural fit for us.
Perfect. Well, we all know that we enjoy doing business with people that we know, like, and trust. So I always want to welcome our guests to share a little bit about who they are and why they do what they do so that our community can understand a little bit more about you and your heart and your passion for your work. So why don't you tell us who you are and why you do what you do?
Well, I think a serial entrepreneur and business owner, as so many people like to accuse me of. I do own and am part of multiple different businesses, but Ataraxis is the probably the one that pulls me in the most and draws me to what we do. My personal mission is maximizing human potential. That's really what I like to look at, and helping people reach their best. And I think that with what we do at Ataraxis, it really is a big part of that. Me personally, I'll back up a little bit. I'm married with my beautiful wife, Jessie. We have 4 kids. We just, all 4 of them are teenagers, so pray for us. And they're great kids. And 2 of them graduating this year. So it's big life changes for us right now, but it's an exciting time for all of us. And we like to be outdoors. We've got a little bit of acreage with our house, so we've got a lot of projects we're always doing, and it's a fun time. So we really just enjoy being part of the community. We're friends, and we really enjoy getting out and doing things outside. And it's nice that we're able to do that more and see our friends hopefully coming up soon as we reopen everything. We hope.
Yeah.
So. But as for me, then in business wise, I started my career in sales and then moved into kind of insurance and claims and risk management. Had a company for multiple years with my father, bought him out, and then as we formed Ataraxis, sold that business a few years later. But Ataraxis is a business that was started because we needed one. We needed a PEO, and we couldn't find one for that other business. Couldn't find one we thought that was going to actually do everything we wanted it to do. So as an entrepreneur, I was just like, well, why don't we start one? And it's been a fun ride. It's been a challenging ride. We take all the things that a business does that aren't really money makers and are cost centers for them, and we turn it into a business, which makes it complex. But something we really want to make sure that we bring value to our customers to really allow them to grow their businesses and focus on that.
Well, that's awesome. You're leveraging your entrepreneurial spirit, right, and helping other organizations reduce overhead costs by outsourcing a necessary, element of business, taking away their overhead and managing that component that does maximize human potential, right? Like you were saying, that's part of your heart and your passion. Yep. And when you can help an organization be effective and efficient and growth-oriented with their employee base, that serves your need and mission and your entrepreneurial spirit to create, like you said, the necessity is the mother of invention, a resource for businesses to outsource something that is high overhead at times, right?
Yeah, it's not really cheap for a business to do all the things that we do. And we allow scale to be brought into it. So, a smaller business, say 25, 50, even 100 employees, when you look at that kind of thing, to do all this stuff internally is quite costly. You got to have, you're hopefully have one person that's an expert in a lot of these things, but most businesses don't have that. And then they've got systems and they've got different things that they have to pay for, which we bring all to it. And they just pay kind of they pay for what they, on a prorated basis, because they're only paying by how many employees they have. So it becomes very, very inexpensive in comparison to trying to build it all yourself. Plus, you don't have to manage all that. So it's one more thing that you have to manage that really isn't part of what you're an expert at. So it really allows a business to take it off. Our mission is to elevate business for the benefit of all. That's what our company mission is. And so it goes to my personal mission as well, is to really figure out how we can help a business be their best and grow, if that's what they want, or to just be more profitable and be a better business.
Well, and on that note, I would love for you to share more about what your business offers, what are the services that you provide, but lead that off with, what does Ataraxis mean?
What does it mean? So we get that question a lot. We like to tell people what that is, and it actually means the absence of mental stress or anxiety. The word is an English word, but when we were founding the company, we were trying to make sure that we were naming it something that had some meaning to it about what we were going to do. We didn't want to just say employer this or HR or payroll or whatever. We wanted it to be more meaningful. And so we did a reverse thesaurus lookup of the phrase lack of stress. And this word was right in the middle of it. And we clicked on it. And then when we saw that it was the absence of mental stress or anxiety, we thought it was the perfect word that people said, well, no one will ever know how to pronounce it. But, we don't have a problem when they do not pronounce it correctly. They also don't forget it either. So it's worked out really well for us. So
tell us now a little bit more about what your business does and what are the services you provide other than relieving stress.
Right. So our services are what I like to say is everything that it takes to run the business that isn't if it comes to employees. So we've got, we supply HR, a full HR department is at for our clients. We handle everything for them. We're payroll. We do manage and bring benefits to it. We handle all the workers' compensation. We also have recruiting that we do for our clients and other clients. We have another company called Talent Fill that does staffing and recruiting. So we really try to help the businesses, especially right now, find people that they can bring into the organization maybe more quickly than they normally would be able to. So that's another good part of the service we provide. But when we come back and we look at like benefits, we're kind of unique in that we work with benefit brokers for the clients, because we want to make sure that they're understanding all the benefits. And so we work with the broker, and we have some policies we provide and other policies that we just manage depending on how the client works and what they need. And so we'll manage the benefits for them and then work with the broker as well to make sure that everything's taken care of. So we don't cut a broker out. We're very broker friendly. I think that's an important thing, especially my background with insurance. I wanted to make sure that we built something that could utilize all the expertise surrounding us in the community for the benefit of the business. And so you can kind of see over on the side too, it's really interesting. They've done some studies about PEOs and what it does. There's the benefits that it brings to a business. And so it's the ROI on what what the business pays us. There's a higher percentage ROI on the expense for these things when you work with a PEO than when you don't, and you try to do it yourself. Companies that use PEOs are growing 7 to 9% faster, and they also have lower turnover. And part of the reason they have lower turnover is that the employees have a resource that they can go to ask the questions about these things that, one, a lot of times business owners or someone who's trying to handle these things don't completely know the question to, or don't have the time actually to give the employee. And so we provide a resource to that business to allow the employees to understand that we're doing something for them, and bringing a resource for them that they didn't have before, that can add great value to them. Because we're bringing, like, a big company, if you go work for a big company, there's always a place for you to go as an employee to ask a question. And in small companies, really it's maybe the owner or the office manager or something. And unfortunately, they're very busy people. And so your question as an employee to the owner or the office manager, whoever it might be, is one of many questions. And many things they have to do. And while it's the most urgent thing for you as the employee, it's not necessarily, they don't understand that a lot of times. Whereas now we are the resource for the employees. And when you ask a question, you get an answer, and you're taken care of because you're our priority.
Right. So sometimes people have questions about tax documents or payroll documents or benefits. And this is like super low priority. It's not revenue generating sort of, question answering. So I can understand how that would really get back burnered. But the individual is like, I need something for my accountant, or I need to make an appointment. And you are going to be that resource for them, alleviating any of that added to-do list factor for the owner of the company. So I can see how you definitely provide relief for your clients, and also you're a resource for the employees. I'd imagine if they have even questions about, workers' comp, or if they've got, HR issues or problems that they're trying to navigate, you're a resource for that as well.
Yeah, we act like the department. And so it's not just a kind of an arm's length relationship. It's a full relationship where we really try to integrate in with our clients to be that resource as they would if it was in-house. So, and I'll tell you right now, with the last year with COVID and all the different things that have gone on, the government, however you want to argue what they've done, they've used business as the conduit for all this stuff. Like the PPP loans was a way for the government to get money to the employees. And so, because that's what it was required to do. You couldn't keep it as the business owner and have it forgiven. If you gave it to the employees and paid it, for some overhead, then they would forgive it. So they've created a lot of things around what the business owner is required to do in reporting things to the government. So all the tax credits that are coming out that you can get, and paid leave, whatever, that goes through tax credits. They're very, very complicated and very difficult to understand about how you take them. Well, we've spent the last 12 months and probably the next 12 months easily doing all this stuff and understanding these things for our clients. We helped, I think, over 70 of our clients get PPP loans. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, we've done a whole lot, and we dove right into what this is to realize that if we could help our clients just not navigate even, but we just do all the stuff that needs to be done for these things, it'll allow them to be more successful and either survive or thrive through the COVID experience that we've all gone through as businesses. And so, our clients have all come through really well. We haven't had a client go out of business. So
that just shows how adaptable your organization is, that, a new thing came up, a new policy, procedure, process that needed to be mastered, and that didn't need to be put onto the business owner. You took over that responsibility and you helped navigate your clients through that process. That in itself is priceless. You helped businesses stay open. So congratulations to you. That's incredible. You kept people paid here in Idaho, and that is very, very honorable. Gosh, I'm so touched by that. That's incredible.
Thank you.
It was a difficult process to navigate. So if you would please wrap up this interview for us by telling us, who do you want to be doing business with right now? Who is your ideal customer today?
So I've always said that the first and foremost, we want to work with business owners who want to run a good business and want to take care of their employees. That's the first level that we look at. Someone who's just they're trying to just run through employees and just, make as much money as possible. It's probably not a good fit for us. We want to make sure that we have somebody that wants to take care of their employees and value the service that we provide. So from there, then it's really like we want to work with small to mid-sized companies, probably up to 200-300 employees. We have clients that are bigger than that, but for the vast majority of it, we're professional services, medical. We do a lot of medical, manufacturing. So a lot of the I would say white and gray collar jobs and businesses are who we really work with. And we just want to make sure that we can help a business really achieve the goals that they're trying to get to.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing your business with us today, for sharing your expertise and helping our audience and our viewership understand more about who you are and what you do and why you do it. So thank you so much for joining us today, and we will see you at our next chamber event. Yeah?
Definitely, and I appreciate you inviting us on here.
Awesome. Have a great day.
You too.
Well, that's it, Meridian. Thank you so much for hearing all about Ataraxis PEO. If you know of any small to mid-sized businesses that are looking to outsource their HR solutions, please keep Ataraxis in mind. Reach out to me at the chamber. I'm happy to connect you. If you are a member of the Meridian Chamber of Commerce and have not yet scheduled your Business Buzz interview, please reach out to me directly, marlene.robinson@meridianchamber.org, and I'll be happy to get you onto the calendar. And a couple of quick reminders, we have our softball tournament coming up on April 10th. We'd love to see some of you out there, wonderful barbecue available, some vendors, and some really awesome softball happening. We also have some deadlines coming up for nominating our small business awards, as well as our scholarship applications. Both of those are up on April 9th. So please be sure to nominate your favorite small business here in Meridian. And if you know a high school senior getting ready to move on to college and could use a little extra help financially, have them complete the application for our scholarship. All right, that's it for Business Buzz today. Make it a great day, Meridian.